We're kind of enchanted by a mystique, a sort of Hollywood picture of an intellectual. That film, A Beautiful Mind, is a perfect example. You have this mathematician he's a genius. He sees things no one else can see.
Well,
he's in a class apart. He's not like you and
what
me.
have we
and
here?
I think that that's a distortion of what an intellectual really is.
See, I got a ball of lip for property, so I slip my mini on sloppily and promenade out to take up a collection. I got game like I read the directions. I'm wishing that I had an automobile as I feel the cold wind rush past. But let me state that I'm a hustler for real, so you know I got the stolen bus pass. Just as the bus pulls up and I step to the rear, this old lady looked like she drank a 40 or 50. I see my old school partner say his brother got popped. Pay my respects, can you ring the bell? We came to my stop. The street light reflects off the piss on the ground, which reflects off the hamburger sign that turns round, which reflects off the chrome of the BMW, which reflects off the fact that I'm broke. Now what the fuck is new? I need loot. I spot the motherfucker in the tweed suit. I'm in his ass quicker than a kick from a grease boot. Eased up, slow and discreet. Could tell he was suspicious by the way he slid his feet. Didn't wanna fuck up the come up, so I smiled with my eyes, said, hey, how's it hanging, guy? Bumped into his shoulder, but he passed with no reaction. Damn, this motherfucker had hella Andrew Jackson. My footsteps echo in the darkness. My teeth clench tight like a fist in the cold sharp mist. I look down and I hear my stomach growling. Step to Burger King to attack it like a Shaolin. I never pay for shit that I can get by doing dirt. Linger to the girl cashier and start to flirt. All up in her face and her breath was like murder. Damn, this shit I do for a free hamburger.
Well, you got my number, you gon' call me tonight?
It depends, it's them burgers attached to a price. I'm just kidding, I'ma call, even write you love letters. Thanks for the burgers, hook me up with a Dr. Pepper.
That's cool, you want some ice?
Yeah, and some fries would be hella nice.
Damn, my manager is coming, play it off, okay? Have a nice day.
I'm up out of here anyway. Like a million bucks, I'll be the flyest motherfucker in the Afro in a tux. My arm is at a right angle up, silver tray in my hand. May I interest you in some caviar, ma'am? My eye shoots round the room there and here, noticing the diamonds in the chandelier. Background Barry Manilow, Copacabana, and a strong ass scent of stogies from Havana. Wasn't no place where a brother might been. Snobby old ladies drinking champagne with rich white men. Alright then, let's begin this. Nights like this is good for business. 5 minutes in the mix, notice several different clicks talking. Jesse Jackson, my man that owns Marlboro, donated a fat sum. That's when I stepped back some to contemplate what you know. Sat down, wrestled with my thoughts like a sumo. Ain't no one player that could beat this lunacy. Ain't no hustler on the street could do a whole community. This is how deep shit could get. It reads macaroni on my birth certificate. Putin Tang is my middle name, but I can't hang. I'm getting hustled, only knowing half the game.
That's the real thing is, more extraordinary, but also more available to us. I'm Zena Hitz. I'm a college professor. I teach at St. John's College in Annapolis, title of my book is Lost in Thought: The Hidden Pleasures of an Intellectual Life. I was a very successful academic for a time. Looked to be at the beginning of a very accomplished career, and it felt somehow off to me. I had a kind of early midlife crisis, quit the profession entirely, and lived in a monastery, a Catholic religious community. I wanted to figure out what intellectual life really was. What is this practice of reading and studying and thinking? Aristotle is a philosopher who I've studied a lot and spent some time with. He thought there was a danger of our lives becoming totally focused on these telic activities, these acting as a means to an end. And the way he puts it is, work is for the sake of leisure, not the other way around. We have a tendency to get locked into this mode where we're acting for the sake of something else without ever getting to something else. So part of what my work is trying to do is to ask people to reflect on what the something else is. What's the thing that all of your busyness and all your activity is really for? What are the moments that really matter to you, where you feel like this is the point, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing? Without those things, our lives, I think, are pointless. What interests me is an intellectual life that's not acquisitive, that's not trying to get anything else, but just wants to be doing what it's doing. It looks like things that are really pretty ordinary to most of us. Reading, thinking, speculating about people's motivations and what makes people tick, bird watching, walking in nature. It's something that belongs to you in a certain way that's private. It's a part of yourself that really, in principle, no one has access to. Someone like Albert Einstein, who has that huge profile, who has the mystique of the genius, who has the puffy hair. But if you think of him as a young man in his late 20s with a wife and a kid and no job because he's too weird and he's too disrespectful of authority. He can't get work. And he has this job in a patent office. He's a bureaucrat. And he thinks about things. He looks at the clock tower. He looks at trains going by, and he starts to really have insights into the way the world is. And he calls, in a letter he writes later in life, he calls the patent office the worldly cloister where he hatched all his most beautiful ideas. And it's where he wrote these 3 1905 papers, which totally transformed his physics. Despite being denied a place in the world that he aspired to, he was able to find this space where he could be who he was and think about what he wanted to do. For some time, we haven't been accustomed to thinking that way about learning or about intellectual life, that it's something which has to do with the attitude of the individual to what they're doing, and not somehow that person's social standing, that person's wealth, that person's race, that person's gender, that person's whatever it is. It's something much more basic than that. It's a strange thing. It's a little counterintuitive. We think of being human as being a kind of biological fact given to us from birth, but it is something which has the capacity to grow. We can always become more human. So there's in fact a wealth of intellectual activity that's going on all around us in very ordinary places. It's something you have regardless of what you think it is. You have a kind of freedom and a depth to yourself, resources within yourself that no one can touch.
Get smarter faster with new videos every week from the world's biggest thinkers.
Hearing them come back at me, I don't hear them all. I never trust my vision is over, and will I